Welcome to the San Diego County Academic League, featuring the area's best and brightest high school students. They'll be responding to tough questions in a variety of subject areas, from history to literature to science to math and more. I'm Clark Anthony. Welcome. It is an exciting time of year in academic league competition. All around the county, schools are competing in finals now to find out who wins their individual academic leagues in hopes of going on to compete for the county championship. In the San Diego Metro League, there are still 4 schools in contention. They are the Bishop School, Madison High School, Coronado High, and Mission Bay High. In the match you're about to see, Bishops will meet Madison, and then Coronado will take on Mission Bay. The winners of the 2 matches will then compete for the San Diego Metro Championship, and the winner of that match will go on to the county finals, and of course you can watch it all right here on ITV. Let's get underway. Rich Del Rio is a coach for Bishop School. Rich, let me present you with the first place for the varsity Northern Division of San Diego Metro League. Congratulations.
Thanks, Clark. It's a great victory for our kids.
You know, and one of the things I understand is that this year you have an especially young team. And yet it's been a great year for them, right?
It has been a great year. We have 1 senior who's been with us for 4 years, and but the team is primarily juniors and sophomores. It's really been a great effort to win.
And it was 6-1. Was that the final?
Yeah, they had a 6-1 record, and we beat our rival La Jolla in the last match of the season, which was exciting.
Yeah, that has to be a big deal because you used to coach at La Jolla, so it must be kind of sweet for you as well.
Well, there's some sweetness there, yeah.
I can understand. Rich is a history and government teacher. It is his 7th year at Bishops, and he will introduce his players, and we will wish you well. Would you start left to right for us, please?
Sure, Clark. On our, starting on the left, is Ben Higgs. Ben's a junior, competing in his 2nd year of academic league. He's a lineman on the varsity football team, a member of the science club and Bagelets, the school's gay straight alliance, and Ben's also a 4-year volunteer at the VA hospital. Next to Ben is Eamon Johnston, our senior. He's played academic league for all 4 years. He's an outstanding member of the CIF champion cross-country team. He's a volleyball player, co-editor of our school's underground newspaper, the DU, and he'll be attending Georgetown in the fall to study international politics. Next to Eamon is Alex. He's a 3rd-year academic league player. He's a talented cross-country team and he's a talented runner on the cross-country team and the track teams. His favorite courses include world history and the arts. He's a skilled painter of landscapes. And for the last 2 years, Alex has competed in the California History Bee. Next to Alex is Ian Banta, a sophomore. Ian loves competitions. Doesn't matter whether it's board games with friends and family, running cross country, or national math competitions. He's also a pianist in the Bishop Symphony, and his favorite subjects are math, physics, and history. And next to Ian, last but not least, Joseph O, who's a 3rd-year player, plays soccer and tennis. He's a member of the chamber ensemble, where he's the first flute. Joseph cites history, Spanish, and science as his favorite subject areas. And over the summer, he completed an internship at the Salk Institute. So it's a well-rounded group.
Well, and I give you credit and them credit for finding time to accomplish academic league in the midst of all the other things they do.
It's amazing. It's remarkable when you hear it all, isn't it?
Yeah. Run an efficient ship. Good luck to you and your team. Let me walk over here and say hello to Bob Stout. Bob, come over. Can't do this without you. Presenting you the Madison High School First Place Varsity Central Division for San Diego Metro. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Your team, young, seniors? What have you got?
3 juniors, 2 seniors.
Oh, okay. Well, so a relatively young team as well, I guess. He's been a teacher, Bob has, for 18 years, 4th year now at Madison, teaches advanced math classes, variety of them. 2nd year coaching academic league. And you have a daughter. How old?
She's 10.
And her name is?
Kara.
And she's a Disney fan, I understand.
Yes, we love watching movies together.
Okay. Give her a shout out and say you'll be home to watch movies soon. Right?
I love you, Kara. See you soon.
Excellent. Would you introduce your starting lineup from left to right for us, please?
Yes, I will. On the left, we have Joy Hubbard. She is a senior. She likes playing badminton and video games. Joy will be Madison High School's sole valedictorian this year. She plans on studying English and psychology and plans on becoming a lawyer. She has narrowed down her college choices down to Cornell University or UCLA. To Joy's right, we have Kier Havel. Kier is a junior, is a second-year player who thoroughly enjoys science, especially neuroscience. This year, he also begun playing Quiz Bowl, which he prefers to Academic League. Regan is a junior. Regan is in his third year of Academic League at Madison. He runs track and cross country. He's president of the math club. He enjoys Quiz Bowl. He's interested in economics and computer science. His favorite composer is Chopin. To Regan's right is Austin. Austin is a junior. Austin joined Academic League mid-year his sophomore year because his football coach asked him why he wasn't on the team. In the past year, Austin has attended the Freedoms Foundation at Valley Forge Leadership Conference and the National Youth Leadership Forum on Medicine at UCLA. He plays football and runs track. He enjoys Chelsea soccer and Doctor Who. His goal is to attend UCLA and become a doctor. Elijah Rickard is a senior. Elijah is in his fourth year on the Academic League team, which earns him the title Grandpa. His hobbies include ultimate frisbee and ping pong. I've played dozens of games of ping pong against Elijah and have lost many of them. Elijah lettered multiple times in cross country, wrestling, and badminton. He wants to attend Cal Poly San Luis Obispo or UCSD and plans to major in mechanical engineering. Elijah is this year's salutatorian.
All right, an outstanding group as well. Good luck to you and your team.
Thank you.
Take your spot right on over there, and we will introduce our moderator. Always good to have him with us. Mark Hines is his name. He is a teacher at Muirlands Middle School. He's been a City and County Teacher of the Year, Walmart Teacher of the Year, and an Up for Education Parent Choice Award Teacher of the Month in March of 2012, and there are many other things as well. But as Mark says, at the end of the day, he's just a regular 6th and 7th grade history teacher. Right now, he's our moderator, and we're always happy to have him. Mark?
Thank you, Clark. We have 30 minutes, and we'll start the clock and go to the first toss-up for either team. Each state retains its sovereignty, freedom, and independence, and every power, jurisdiction, and right. This statement is found in what political document? We go to Madison.
Constitution?
I'm sorry, and let me repeat that for you, the bishops. Each state retains its sovereignty, freedom, and independence, and every political jurisdiction and right. This statement is found in what political document? And now we go to the Bishop School.
Federalist Papers?
It's from the Articles of Confederation. I'm sorry. Let's go back to the toss-ups. Shakespeare wrote 154 of these poems, including, and we go right away to the Bishop School.
Sonnets?
Yes, that's right. For your bonus, which U.S. President's cabinet featured the following? A. Edwin Stanton as Secretary of War and Salmon Chase as Secretary of the Treasury. B. Thomas Jefferson as Secretary of State and Henry Knox as Secretary of War. And C. Francis Perkins as Secretary of Labor and Harold Ikes as Secretary of Interior.
That would be that last one. All right. First one. Yeah, George Washington was second, right?
Yep.
George Washington was second. Lincoln Washington and
And we'll go to Alex for our answers.
Okay, we have Lincoln, Washington, and Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
Yes, all of those are correct for 5 points. And we'll go back to the toss-ups. This is from math. Find the limit as x approaches 2 of x squared. Right away, back to bishops.
4.
Yes. And let's stick with math for your bonus. Name the periods of the following trigonometric functions. A, y equals cosine of x. B, y equals tangent of 2x. And C, y equals cosecant of 4x. All right, Alex, please.
I'd like to defer to Ian.
Ian?
All right, for the first, we have 2 pi. For the second, we have pi over 2. And for the third, we also have pi over 2.
Yes, all of those are correct. 5 points, please. Let's keep going. This disease is caused by a mutation of a gene on chromosome 15, which causes an enzyme that breaks down fatty acids to become less active. One characteristic symptom of this disease is a red spot on the retina. Can you name this autosomal recessive disorder that is common among Ashkenazi And we go to Madison.
Tay-Sachs.
Yes, that's right. Tay-Sachs disease. And for your bonus, we'll go to earthquakes. A, many earthquakes occur on these rock fractures. They have a footwall and a hanging wall, or they can be strike slip. B, unlike the Richter scale, this scale measures earthquakes based on the observed effects of the earthquakes. Magnitudes range from 1, instrumental, to 12, cataclysmic. And the last one, C, these shear waves are second to appear on a seismogram of an earthquake. They cannot travel through liquid outer core, contributing to a shadow zone opposite the epicenter.
We have our answers.
Okay, Regan?
For the first, fault. The second, no answer. And for the last, P waves.
Number 1 is correct for 1 point. Number 2 would be the Mercalli intensity scale, and S waves would have been that last one. Let's go back to the toss-up. This is from current events. Samoan Air, which is a regional airline based in the South Pacific, and we go back to Madison.
Charging passengers for weight.
Yes, that's right. Madison, for your bonus, name these vice presidents who became presidents. A, nicknamed His Rotundity. Well, our nation's first vice president served in this office 8 years before being elected president. B, he became president under tragic circumstances, had no formal education, and was impeached during his presidency. And C, a former editor of the student newspaper at Southwest Texas State said he was a teacher in Texas before entering politics. Cotulla, Texas.
Did Buchanan become president Truman, maybe?
All right, Regan, please.
We have Adams, Johnson, and Truman.
Be specific on Johnson, please.
Andrew Johnson,
And the last one?
Harry Truman.
Okay. 1 and 2 are correct for 3 points. Lyndon Johnson would have been that last one. We'll go back to either team for the toss-up. What evolutionary process describes how populations diverge from one another in nature to such extent that they can no longer interbreed? Back to Madison.
Speciation?
Yes, that's right, speciation.
Wasn't sure.
Next for your bonus, name the composers of the following Broadway musicals. A, Wicked, B, Phantom of the Opera, and C, Les Miserables.
Was Hugo the last one? Hugo wrote it, but he didn't.
Just 2 things.
All right, and we go back to Regan.
We have Sondheim, Weber, and Hugo.
Weber is correct for 1 point. Stephen Schwartz would have been the first one for Wicked, and Les Miserables, Claude Michel Schoenberg. And we'll go back to the toss-ups for either team. What modern-day country gained its independence with the Tidings-McDuffie Act? To the Bishop School.
Cuba?
No, I'm sorry. Let me repeat that for you, Madison. What nation, modern-day nation, gained its independence with the Tidings-McDuffie Act? Now to Madison.
Philippines?
Yes, that's right, the Philippines.
Nice.
For your bonus, name the U.S. states in which the following islands are found.
Okay.
A, Bainbridge Island, B, Key Largo, C, Hilton Head. And we go to Regan.
I'd like to defer to Austin.
Okay, Austin.
For the first, Alaska. The second, Florida. And the third, Hawaii.
Number 2 is correct, Florida, for 1 point. Bainbridge Island is in Washington, and Hilton Head would be South Carolina. Thank you. This nation is home to Udu Point, the Rewa River, and Mount Toman'ivi. A large portion of the population lives on the 2 largest islands, Vanuatu and Vitulevu, and we go to Madison.
Fiji.
Yes, that's right. For your bonus, answer these questions concerning solutions. A, what do we call solutions which include 2 compounds in equilibrium that react with acids and bases in order to keep the pH of a solution relatively constant? B, some of the aforementioned solutions work by pairing a weak acid with a corresponding entity, which prevents the lowering of pH with the gain of hydrogen ion. Ammonia is one of these for ammonium. And C, such solutions may rely on what type of substance that can act as either an acid or a base.
We have our answers?
Yes, please.
Buffer, conjugate base, and amphoteric.
All are correct for 5 points. Thank you. If something is extinct, it no longer exists. If something is extant, and we go to the Bishop School.
It is still living today.
Yeah, it is still in existence. That's right. For the Bishop School, we'll go to math for your bonus. Please answer the following questions related to derivatives. A, if f of x equals 3x squared, what is the derivative of f of x? B, if f of x equals e to the power of x, what is the derivative of f of x? And C, if f of x equals sine x, what is the derivative of f of x?
All right, we have our answers?
Yes, please.
I'd like to defer to Ian.
Ian, please.
For the first, we have 6x. For the second, we have e to the x. And for the third, we have cos x.
All three of those are correct. 5 points, please, for the Bishop School. That brings us to the score of Madison 25 and Bishop's 23. We still have 20 minutes left, and we'll keep going. What is the sum of the number of degrees intercepted by a central angle of 85 degrees and an inscribed angle of 85 degrees? To the Bishop School.
122.5 degrees.
No, I'm sorry. Let me repeat that for you, Madison. What is the sum of the number of degrees intercepted by a central angle of 85 degrees and an inscribed angle of 85 degrees? Now to the Madisons.
235?
Close. I had 255 on that one. And we'll go to the next one. Name the novel that satirizes Allen Ginsberg as Carlo Marx and features Sal Paradise's journeys around America. To Madison.
On the Road.
Yes, that's right. Madison, for your bonus, tell me who made the following famous trips. A, the trip from Southampton, England to Plymouth, Massachusetts. B, the trip from Atlanta to the sea. And C, the trip from Jerusalem to Damascus.
I think,
The first one, Pilgrim. Second one, Sherman had the march to the sea, right? Yeah, that would be.
that would make sense.
I don't know what else it would be. I think he's too specific.
All right, we'll go to Regan, please.
We have the Pilgrims, Sherman, and Paul.
All three are correct for 5 points. Next toss-up, what two-word term coined by Adam Smith in The Wealth of Nations describes the self-regulating and to the Bishop School?
Laissez-faire.
No, I'm sorry. Let me repeat that for you, Madison. What two-word term coined by Adam Smith in The Wealth of Nations describes the self-regulating nature of laissez-faire economics? Now to Madison.
Invisible hand?
Yes, that's right. Invisible hand. For your bonus, identify the person on each of the following pieces of U.S. currency. A, $10 bill, B, the $50 bill, and C, the $100 bill.
Franklin is on the 100, right? Grant, yeah, it is Grant. It's Hamilton, for sure. It's Hamilton, right?
Regan, please.
We have Hamilton, Grant, and Franklin.
Yes, those are all correct for 5 points. Timeout, Bishops.
Blandish. It's one of the SAT words. Do you know what it means?
Oh, you're so smart. I bet you know it. If you give me the dictionary, I might just be able to look it up for you. My dazzling beauty.
Blandish. Verb, to try to persuade by gentle means and flattery. Well, aren't you just too cute?
Are you trying to blandish me? What do you want?
We're back after a brief timeout for the Bishop School, who's made some substitutions. Alex, the team captain, will tell us who's just arrived. There are no changes at Madison.
All right, we have Connor and Nikhil.
And we welcome both of you. Our score is the Madison 41, the Bishop School 21, and we still have 18 minutes left. And with that, we'll start the clock and go to the next toss-up. Name the British Conservative Prime Minister who received the nickname Milk Snatcher due to the, and we go to Madison.
Thatcher.
Yes, Margaret Thatcher. Please identify the type of conjugation in the following sentences. Conjunction in the following sentences. A, he can't leave until he cleans his room. B, we can use either a fork or a spoon. And C, we don't have much money, but we are happy. All right, and we go to Regan, please.
We have coordinating conjunction for all.
That would be correct for number 3 for 1 point. Subordinating and correlative would have been correct for the first 2. The next toss-up says, the power to declare war is one of 18 powers listed in Article 1, Section 8 of the U.S. Constitution. What term is used to refer to these powers? To Madison.
Enumerated?
Yes, that's right. Enumerated powers. Math will be your bonus. Given the equation x plus 1/2 y equals -2, determine the following information. A, the slope of the line. B, the y-intercept of the line. And C, the x-intercept of the line.
-2 is the slope. What were the other parts? The x-intercept and the y-intercept?
The y-intercept is
-4. So what's the x-intercept for? X equals 0.
That's where y equals 0.
All right, Regan, please.
We have -2, 1/2, and -4.
Number 1 is correct for 1 point. -4 and -2 would have been the final ones. We're going to go to current events for the next toss-up. What Tea Party rebel has risen from troublemaker to GOP leader due to his filibuster? And we go to the Bishop School.
Ron Paul.
Yes, Rand Paul is correct. And for your bonus, can you name the playwright who authored each of these? Stop the clock, please.
Once you see the world through math and science, you'll never see anything the same way again. Go to girlsgotech.org.
You'll see.
We're back after a brief break. We could not understand if the respondent said Ron or Rand Paul, so we're going to go to another toss-up, and we won't have to touch that controversy. Please start the clock with 15 minutes left. Madison 49, the Bishops 21. This novel is set primarily on the island of Pianosa, and the title of the novel refers to the logic by which the central figures cannot leave the military by pleading insanity. Name this novel, and we go to the Bishop School.
Catch-22.
Yes, that's right. All right, and Bishops, for your bonus, can you name the playwright who authored each of these plays? A, Three Penny Opera, B, The Little Foxes, and C, The Crucible.
Okay, we have our answers?
Yes, please, Alex.
For the first 2, no answer. For the third, Arthur Miller.
Arthur Miller's correct for 1 point. Brecht and Hellman would have been those first 2. And with that, we'll keep going. A laboratory contains a mass spectrometer, a thermometer, a pH meter, and a spectrophotometer. Which of these devices would be most useful for collecting data during a neutralization reaction? To Madison.
pH meter?
Yes, that's right. The pH meter would be the most useful. Madison, can you name any 3 European countries created out of the Soviet Union?
Belarus? Estonia? I'd like to defer to Austin.
Okay, Austin.
Belarus, Ukraine, and Moldova.
Those are 3 possible for 5 points. Latvia, Estonia, and Lithuania would have also been possible. Thank you, and let's go to the next toss-up. The fundamental theorem of arithmetic states that this operation yields a unique product of prime numbers for every number greater than 1. Identify this process of decomposing an... We go to Madison.
Prime factorization?
Yes, that's right. Madison, a passenger is riding in a fast elevator in a very tall building. In each of the following situations, will the passenger's apparent weight increase, decrease, or remain the same? A, the elevator is at the top of the building and then begins to accelerate downwards. B, the elevator begins to slow down from a fast speed as it nears the bottom of the building. And C, the elevator moves upward at a constant fast velocity.
I feel like it's pretty sure that the first one, but he's going, he's slowing down, yeah, it's going down. So it should increase, right? Yeah. Decrease, increase. Right. We have our answers.
Regan?
Decrease, increase, and stay the same.
All of those are correct for 5 points. For other team, the deepest point in the ocean is located in the Western Pacific and is 35,000 to Madison.
Mariana Trench.
Yes, that's true. And for your bonus, spell the names of the following countries. A, Liechtenstein, B, Turkmenistan, and C, Kyrgyzstan.
All right, I'd like to defer to Austin.
Okay, Austin.
For Liechtenstein, we have Liechtenstein. For Turkmenistan, we have Turkmenistan. And for Kyrgyzstan, we have Kyrgyzstan.
Yes, those are all correct. For 5 points, please. Find the harmonic mean of 4 and 6. That answer would be 4.8, and we would have accepted 24 over 5. The next current events question is your toss-up. What nation's first lady is also a well-known singer and only wears clothing made in her country? China, China's first lady. Next, what amino acid containing a SH variable group forms disulfide bonds, making it to Madison?
Cysteine?
Yes, that's right. And for your bonus, there are 4 boys and 6 girls on a committee. A, how many ways are there to select a 2-person subcommittee? B, what is the probability that a 2-person subcommittee chosen at random will consist of 2 girls? And C, what is the probability that a 2-person subcommittee chosen at random will consist of 2 boys?
One half. 2. No, because it's 4 out of 10 and then 3 out of 9. That should be 4 times 3. Do we have any? 12/90th? It shouldn't be that much.
And Regan, please.
We have 12, no answer, and 12/90th.
No, I'm sorry, I have 45, 15 over 45, or 1/3 on B, and C, 6 over 45, or 2 over 15. Judges, are we right on that?
12/90th is okay.
They will accept 12/90ths, the larger form for C, so that gives you 1 more point. And we'll go timeout, Bishops.
Monday morning came too soon. It's entering my...
We're back after Bishop's final timeout. We still have 9 minutes and 36 seconds left in the match. Madison has a score of 77 and Bishops has a score of 25. And Alex, can you tell us who just came in for your school?
Yes, Ben has returned.
All right, we welcome you back, Ben. And with that, we'll start the clock and go to the next toss-up. Name the J.R.R. Tolkien work that contains his mythology from... We go to Madison.
Silmarillion?
Yes, this is correct. And for your bonus, name these plays by Shakespeare. A. Goneril, Regan, and Cordelia are three daughters of this play's title king. B. In this play, the king of Navarre and his three friends decide to give up women for 3 years. They fail. And C. The title character of this play murders his wife, Desdemona, after Iago fills his head with lies. Yes, in this play, the king of Navarre and his three friends decide to give up women for 3 years. They fail.
I kind of want to say Two Gentlemen from Verona.
All right, and we go to Regan, please.
We have King Lear, No Answer, and Othello.
1 and 3 are correct for 3 points. Love's Labor's Lost would have been that last one. And let's go to the next toss-up. Name the group of fighters, precursors to the Taliban, who came together, and we go to the Bishop School.
Mujahideen.
Yes, that's right, Mujahideen. For your bonus, let's answer some questions about Australian geography. A. The state capital of New South Wales is home to Hyde Park, Harbour Bridge, and a very famous opera house designed by Jorn Utzon. Next, B, this mountain range runs through Queensland, New South Wales, and Victoria. Its highest mountain is Mount Kosciuszko, and similar spurs in this range include Blue Mountains and Liverpool Range. And C, this other city, the capital of Western Australia, is situated on the banks of the Swan River, where 80% of the city is built upon reclaimed wetlands.
Okay, we have answers.
Yes, please, Alex.
We have Sydney, Great Dividing Range, and Perth.
Yes, all of those are correct for 5 points. What word from the French means lack of social grace? To the Bishop School.
Faux pas.
No, I'm sorry. Madison, what word from the French means lack of social grace? Gauche. This man's theorem of quadratic reciprocity, we go right away to the Bishop School.
Gauss.
Yes, now we go to Gauss. Name these colorful compounds found in plants. A. The green color of leaves comes from this pigment needed for photosynthesis. B. This pigment turns its namesake root vegetable orange in its beta form and is a precursor of vitamin A. And C. Tomatoes are red because of this pigment with notable use as an antioxidant.
Lysine. Okay, we have our answers.
Alex, please.
We have chlorophyll, carotene, and lysine.
Say the last one.
Lysine.
1 and 2 are correct for 3 points. Lycopene would be the last one, lycopene. For either team again, lithium gas has been shown to exhibit this property at, and we go to Madison.
Superfluidity?
No, I'm sorry. Let me repeat that for you bishops. Lithium gas has been shown to exhibit this property at low temperatures. Name this effect, which disappears completely about the Curie temperature, exhibited by substances such as cobalt and iron. And we go to the Bishop School.
Magnetism?
No, I'm sorry, would have had been ferromagnetism. For either team, the nation of Japan is actually an archipelago containing 4 main islands and numerous smaller ones. Which one of these 4 is the northernmost? To Madison.
Hokkaido.
Yes, that's true. Hokkaido. And for your bonus, identify these forms of wordplay. A, this is a section of text, often a poem, in which the first letter of each line spells out something relevant or funny. B, this is a short phrase like, pack my box with 5 dozen liquor jug, that uses all 26 letters of the alphabet. And C, this is a phrase like deafening silence, that is superficially self-contradictory.
We have our answer?
Yes, please.
Acrostic, no answer, and oxymoron.
The ones that you did answer are correct for 3 points. Pangram would have been the second one. And we'll keep going. If the length of the line segment joining the midpoints of two sides of an equilateral triangle is 6, find the perimeter of the triangle. To the Bishop School.
36 units.
Yes, that's right. For your bonus, can you name the 3 separate capitals of the country of South Africa?
Okay, we have our answers.
Alex, please.
Pretoria, Cape Town, and Bloemfontein.
Yes, all of those are correct for 5 points. What term refers to the separation of white light into a rainbow of refraction when when the speed of light in a material is not constant? And we go to Madison.
Refraction?
No, I'm sorry. I'm going to repeat that for you, Bishops. What term refers to the separation of white light into a rainbow of refraction when the speed of light in a material is not constant for all frequencies? Now we go to the Bishop School.
Diffraction?
No, dispersion would have been that answer. Let's go back to the toss-ups. This family made most of its money in the mining industry, and its art collecting began with Solomon in the 1920s. Give the last name of this family who started museums in Venice, Berlin, and we go to Madison.
Guggenheim?
Yes, that's true. Guggenheim. We'll go to American history for your bonus. Given a list of events from American history, identify who was president during the time. A. Yellowstone National Park is created, the Great Chicago Fire, and the Credit Mobilier scandal occurred. B. Nate Turner's Revolt, the Battle of the Alamo, and the Specie Curricular is issued. And C. The Teller Amendment, the U.S. helps to put down the Boxer Rebellion, and the Treaty of Paris ends the Spanish-American War.
Can we have the second question again?
Yeah, Nate Turner's Revolt, the Battle of the Alamo, and the Specie Circular is issued. We'll go to Regan.
We have Theodore Roosevelt, Jackson, and McKinley.
The last 2 are correct for 3 points. Grant, Ulysses Grant would have been that first one. For either team now, Miller's Cornfield, Dunker Church, and the Sunken Road were crucial points in what September 17, 1862 battle in Maryland that saw 23, and we'll go to the Bishop School.
Battle of Antietam.
Can you repeat that?
The Battle of Antietam.
I'm sorry, no. I'll repeat that. We go to Madison.
The Battle of Antietam?
Antietam, yes. Stop the clock, please.
What's the future of your business? It's right here in this student-designed robot.
Xylophone.
It's in the knowledge of words.
Xylophone. Xylophone.
Knowledge of math.
1, we have -10, 2, we have 11, and 3, we have the third quadrant.
All 3 are correct for 3 points.
And discovery of science. What's the future of your business? It's in academic competition. It goes beyond the classroom, inspiring students to think in new ways, building teams that share, create, and make new connections in the brain. What's the future of your business?
It's in your customers.
Your leaders. Your employees.
Right now, we call them students, and you'll be calling on them soon. Get involved in the future of your business. Find out how you can support San Diego academic competition. Call 858-292-3850. 858-292-3850.
We're back after checking with the judges, and we will accept the pronunciation given by the Bishop's Swear and then award them a bonus question. So we'll start the clock with 2 minutes left, and the Bishop's bonus question is: name these 20th century American artists. A. This wife of Alfred Stieglitz painted Ram's Head, White Hollyhock, and Little Hills and other works of the American Southwest. B. This artist painted several covers for the Saturday Evening Post, including Rosie the Riveter and The Four Freedoms. And C. This photographer developed the zone system and is best known for his pictures of Yellowstone National Park.
Okay, we have our answers?
Yes, please.
Georgia O'Keeffe, Norman Rockwell, Ansel Adams.
All of those are correct for 5 points. Thank you. For either team, now name the psychologist who coined the phrase identity crisis and theorized, and we go to Madison.
Erik Erikson?
That's correct, yes. Let's go to math for your bonus, please. What is the limit as x increases without bond of the rational expression 2 over x cubed where x does not equal 0? B, what is the length of a hypotenuse of a right triangle whose legs are 300 and 400? And C, what is the surface area of a cube having edges with lengths of 2 centimeters each?
2 centimeters, so that's 4 times 6, 24 centimeters squared. The first one should be 0. Can we have the first question again?
Yes, what is the limit as x increases without bond of the rational expression 2x over x cubed where x does not equal 0?
X cubed, that should still be 0.
It's going to be 0.
We'll go to Regan.
We have 0, 524 centimeters squared.
Yes, all of those are correct for 5 points. The next toss-up, this theorem states that black holes can only have 3 properties: mass, angular momentum, and electric charge. No other properties can be observed from outside the event horizon. We go to Madison.
Hawking Penrose?
No, I'm sorry, and I'm going to repeat that for you bishops. This theorem states that black holes can only have 3 properties: mass, angular momentum, and electric charge. No other properties can be observed from outside the event horizon. No answer? That actually is called no-hair theorem, believe it or not. Thank you to both teams, and we'll turn it over to Clark.
No hair theorem. Come on, we don't need to talk about that now. Congratulations to 2 very good Academic League teams for a great match. You know, in Academic League, unlike Jeopardy, you don't have to wait for the moderator to finish a question before you can jump in. The tricky part, though, is, of course, if you answer it wrong, then you lose a point. If you're aggressive, though, you usually wind up being able to put out a match as long as you can come up with the answer. Madison High, in fact, I think on your very first question, you were a point under. And managed, though, however, to play very aggressively on the buzzer and come back after that. And so once again, our final score is the Bishop School 54, Madison High, the winner with 100 points. Madison will go on to meet the winner of the Coronado and Mission Bay High School match, which will be coming up on ITV. And then the winner of that match will go on to the winners of that match will go on to the county finals. And you will see that as well right here on ITV. Sometimes I get lost out there in the middle of all of the competition. You better have a scorecard so you can tell the players. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you for more ITV action and Academic League. Stay tuned.